recently.
I mean, he's pretty strong, so I think you need to kind of abuse that.
I agree. I agree.
So it would be bad if I don't abuse it. I mean, it's a good champion. I don't know how about he got nerfed, but I think he's still good, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So yeah, I'm playing a lot of Jhin. Also I like Kai'Sa or Jinx.
Yeah.
So
How come
so
you're
yeah.
playing Fleet Static Rapid Fire though on
Uh,
Yin?
on Yin, yeah. I mean Fleet. I think it depends on the. I like Fleet just because of the healing. If you have like poke lanes or something,
Mm-hmm.
and Rapid Fire is just like it's good for safety because I'm griefing a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's good to have like at least like one auto attack from a good max range. So it's better to have this safety, I say. It's
Mm-hmm.
good the range.
Yeah. Have you tried out Dark Harvest More Lethality?
No.
I think you would really enjoy it, especially now. I don't know if you read the news patch notes,
No, not
but
really.
so Static Shiv got slightly nerfed.
Okay.
It got 5% less attack speed, which isn't big, but Collector is now 450 gold less, but it gives
Ooh,
10
yeah.
less AD. But this is like now the same cost pretty much as Static, right? Static is 2.9 and this is 2.950.
Mm-hmm.
So a build I would really recommend you to try is either going Hubris or Humus first into Collector, into LDR or Mortal Reminder if you need anti-heal, with Dark
Okay.
Harvest, and then IE fourth, and you're gonna do so much fucking damage. It's gonna be beautiful. Because
Okay.
this
Okay.
build
Good to know.
is it has good wave clear, but the
Yes.
damage
Yes.
department is not too high, it's not too crazy.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
And I think also like recently, if I'm pretty sure, hopefully the low sample size of this patch will not betray me, but I think his win rate is higher with uh so
With
his win rate
collector.
with Collector is a bit lower than Static, but with Humus and Hubris, goddamn. And then
Okay.
Dark Harvest usually has had a bit better win rate than Fleet. Like you can see, it's 52% win rate with Dark
Mm-hmm.
Harvest and 50 with Fleet. Although you do have
Cool.
to get
Cool.
used to it, but it's a lot of fun to play with Dark Harvest. And
Mm-hmm.
if you do get used to it and you enjoy it, it's a blast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you have any preference on what game to actually first before I go into the game? What is your what would you say your goals are with League right now?
I think it's quite just to get better. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like I have a specific elo in mind that I say, okay, I want to reach that. It's more like I want like to play my role as good as I can
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really struggling with consistency, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm really focusing right now. I'm just getting better because like if you're getting better, the elo will come from themselves, right? So
Yeah, it's good
it's
mentality.
not it's not good to just look on the elo, just look how good you play. If you get better, the elo will come, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not useful just to look on the elo.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think is the biggest things you need to improve on?
Mm, I think I'm dying really much
Yeah.
because how to say something like I'm focusing like as example on CC from enemies, and
Mm-hmm.
that at some point I'm just like autopilot for like 3, 4, 5 seconds, and I'm just dying.
Mm.
And then I'm like, oh, it was so obvious and that stuff, but a lot of autopilot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I think just carrying the games because I think like at some point in the mid game I'm just reacting, right? So I'm taking mid wave, taking maybe some camps, and just reacting to my teammates. I'm not having like my own idea, like okay, best thing to do is getting like this turret, then we do this objective, and then we go back there, right? So I'm just playing reactive. What
Mm-hmm.
my team doing? Okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. I'm interested to see. Do you have any preference on which game to start with?
Yes, the left one, not this one. I think
Left
this,
one? Okay.
yes, because I have two games. One game where I won bot lane, but I think I could snowball way harder. And
Mm-hmm.
the other game, I fucked pretty much up.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to you look that game because I want because like for me it's like or you winning. If you even it's like winning. But if you're like losing, you need to play a whole different play style. So I want you to also look for the bad game that you can tell me what I can do better on losing lane.
Yeah, makes sense. This is the winning game where you did
This
well.
is the winning game, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
where we won bot lane, and but I also quite think that we should won this really harder. I mean, we won good CS lead and that stuff, but like we could after that, I think we could really snowball them to the end.
Jackspektra
Good so far.
2023 Superstar LEC Superstar.
Hello.
Shine bright on the EU sky, my friend.
Cumitas_.
A good thing to do. So this is pretty good laning phase so far by both sides. I feel like enemy bot lane, we're trying to cheese you with Astral and get some early poke in. You guys got some good poke on them and didn't face check. And they're pressuring well both the Rel and the Astral, in my opinion, on trying to get push. So what I want to see you doing is like trying to match the push that Astral's having. So I want you to just queue this. Just queue it for push, right? Because we want to get level 2 either same time as them or get it before them. And by doing that, like, we just need to queue the wave to match the Astral. Because otherwise he's just going to push too fast. Like, now the Astral's kind of trolling. I think he let his passive stacks run out as well.
Yes.
So then... Oh, well played. But if Astral isn't trolling, then I think you need to queue the wave to like match his pressure, because otherwise, you know, he pushes so fast with 5 passive stacks and the Qs and everything. But let me see our load again. No, it's fine. I think after you 4-shot, it's a good habit to have as Jhin is to click a bit more back, because you're clicking a bit like forward even when you are like reloading. And in this case, it's fine because you dodged the LW, but you are putting yourself in a more like scary position. Yeah. And then here again, for example, we're reloading, and then we put ourselves like where we can get Astral queued because we're too focused on trying to auto attack the next instead of like thinking, okay, I'm reloading, nothing to do. Should just click behind minions. Here, the Astral is like fake pressuring you guys a bit. So you know how Rel W works, right?
Yeah.
When Rel just used her W to like become mounted again, which means that she has like 10 seconds. I don't know exactly how long the cooldown is. 10 seconds, give or take, where she can't do anything with her W. So she's pretty much useless. So if Astral now clicks forward, I really want you clicking here to try to punish him for this and not clicking backwards. Because the fact that he autoed this minion should be that you like auto attack him back. Because Rel is so far away. So like this, for example, is good, but I want this to happen faster. Just when you see that the Rel W is now, we click forward. And we should be clicking here, and we should be clicking like back and forth on these minions so that we're kind of baiting him to queue the wave, but we're ready to like auto attack him if he wants to go for auto attacks on the wave.
Okay.
This is good. But I also want you to like auto the wave yourself, because like why would we want to let them get push here? Unless you're scared of enemy jungler, I don't see why they get push here when Rel just used her W. And like if we're just hitting the wave now, I think we can keep this push, but we're just not hitting the wave. Like we hit once on the Astral, I think we can queue this wave now, but now we can't queue the wave anymore because now Rel is starting to get scary, and now they have full control of the lane and full push. Nice, good W. It's a good instinct here to go on the Astral when Rel goes in, but we need to be more adaptable. If Astral clicks away from us, like Astral is clicking well here to click away from us, so we can't auto attack him, so then we should just auto attack on the Rel. We don't want to end up going melee range here just to try to get an auto attack on the Ezreal. Like here, the Ezreal is baiting you in, and it's good that you don't fully chase him, but you still end up in like a pretty precarious situation. Oh my god! And then he, and also you should cleanse the ignite here because like what else would
True.
you cleanse? Like she's
Mhm.
already used her Q. We didn't cleanse that, so we should have cleansed the ignite damage. Because we get really lucky here, because if Ezreal hits this Q, we're just dead.
Yeah, true.
Nice. And then you push this wave in your base. And now, for example, if we were going Yumus, I would want us, or Hubris, I would want us to buy Dirk here first.
Yeah.
And it's like a pretty good power spike. Although Pickaxe is also not bad, but Dirk is like a bit more damage. Right. So you come back, clear the wave. Elko's a bit crazy. Bad Nation. Slow push, slow push. That's good. I hope we get to see some. This is really good here. I really like this, that you're playing here, because you know that Ezreal should like be scared to even Q this, you know, like with
Yep.
the HP he is. Like it's really, really good that you're taking up space here and that you're making your presence known and that you're scaring the Ezreal. This is really, really good. Good spacing in the lane so far. I feel like, judging from this, I feel like maybe a lot of your mistakes will be out of lane.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I mean, it depends. If you like watching the second game is also, you will
Yeah.
see it's not only in mid to late game. But yeah, I agree. In easier laning phases, when I can control everything, I'm playing good.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment with a lot of jungle ganking or roaming, and yeah, and then the mistakes, I guess, happened.
Okay, but this here, I really don't like. I think here, you should play really aggressive and you should ping your support to like, okay, first of all, I want you to press tab and check if Vel'Koz has a ward. If Vel'Koz doesn't have a ward, I want you to still ping him to play aggressive. Because I don't see how Skarner can kill you. I like Skarner would have to 1v1 you in this huge wave because his team cannot help him. Like the Rel cannot go in if Vel'Koz is with you,
Yeah.
and the Ezreal cannot go in either. So I don't think
True.
Skarner can ever gank this, and I really don't like that they're able to like farm this wave for free. It feels so like illegal. They're both 300 HP. Ezreal has no flash. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. True.
We should just be like more assertive. Just ping our Vel'Koz. Understand that like yes, enemy jungler could come here, but I would even want, to be honest, that you ping your fiddle. Like, I mean, here it's a bit hard because the fiddle starts the Drake so early, but ping your fiddle to come dive this, you know?
Yeah. True.
Because I really don't want them to be allowed to farm this wave.
Okay. Yeah. True. That's right. Yeah.
And maybe what you could do instead, and an adaptation you could do, is when the fiddle is doing Drake, you just, instead of hard pushing this next wave, you push it like this wave here, you push it as slowly as you can, and
Also
you,
slow push.
yeah, you slow push this as slowly as you can, and then maybe fiddle will be done by the Drake by the time this wave crashes, and then you guys can still dive. That would be crazy good. But it would be good at least if you check the Drake HP, and then you could make that decision. But I really, the only, like, the biggest thing that I would be thinking about here is like, how can I make that the Ezreal doesn't farm this? Because if the Ezreal doesn't farm this, his game is just GG. Game is full GG. He loses so many minutes.
Yeah. True.
We end up basing Ezreal gets not to fully crush it. It's kind of frozen for you. Nice. Also, when do you put a point into E? How come you don't have a point in E yet?
I actually
Or it was
never
Mystic?
I never put a point in E.
Never
I
put a
don't know.
point in E.
I mean, like because like if you play with the statics build, you
Yeah.
I think you don't need the E because like you just like kill one minions with the Q. You have the backline, so you have kinda your wave clear, and your E is like, yeah, I don't know. Like maybe for annoying the jungle if he wants to gank. So that's true maybe. But it's like I'm not really, yeah, using that much my E.
Yeah, we should start putting a point into E. Because, for example, here, let's say you now have E, and you go put E here. It works
Yeah.
the same as a ward. If Skarner's
Mhm.
gonna gank you, the only way he would gank you is if he goes here. And the
Mhm,
E would
mhm,
spot him, and by the time it spots him, you guys can run away. So you should put a point into E, I think, instead of the 2 points in W. Like how I always do it is I do, okay, and I'm gonna try to draw Q, W, Q, and then E. That's my skill order on Jhin. God,
Okay.
what a beautiful Q. So you do 2 points into Q, and then you do your E point at level 4. And then you just use it, like you use your E for a few things. One, you use it as ward in bushes. And the second thing is you use it in like you use it, for example, here. And then when someone steps on it, you W them.
Yeah, okay.
And you will get a lot of people surprised like this. Like, for example, here, let's say you put the E here a bit ago, and then the Ezreal now walks on it, and then he gets W'd, and either you burn his E cooldown, or you maybe even kill him if it hits, or whatever, right? Like, and another good spot to put it is like at the edge of a bush, like here. Rel enters the bush, you W her, Vel'Koz uses her spells, boom, she's half HP. But it's a good spell to put 1 point into.
Okay.
Even if it just, you only use it as like a ward, it's good. It's good enough.
Mhm.
This is really good. You keep the freeze going. Vel'Koz wrapping around. Hold the W for his. I mean, I think here you should W on the CC on the airborne, because if you hold it like you did, Ezreal can actually dodge it now if he's good.
True.
So it's good to try to use Jhin W always on like the CC if the CC chain it a bit. Then you keep now you slow push. Okay, Y base.
I think I don't have enough money for the statics, right? So
Don't have money for static, no.
yeah, so it's not really useful. Actually, yeah, I should.
But how, even if you had enough money for static here, I would still want you to reconsider basing. Just because you are 2 levels up on this
True.
Ezreal.
Yes, I see it. Yes.
And you and Vel'Koz can just, like, if Ezreal tries to go for any of the CS and Vel'Koz lands a Q and you land a W and then you start ulting, he just dies, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard for him to last at these minions under tower. I think Rel needs to come and hold his hand, but even when the Rel comes, he's still gonna struggle. So I really want to make this Ezreal game as painful as possible. And if you are not, like here, for example, if you were low mana or if you were low HP, yeah, let's base here. But if you're full HP, full mana, and we don't have a completed item, nah, come on. I want to keep extending my lead. I want to snowball here. I want to make this game,
Yeah.
I want to make this Ezreal want to go AFK, you know?
True, yeah.
Because now Ezreal gets to farm the wave for free, and he gets to crash the next wave for free. When he's the one that's a full level down and should be our little dog. Okay, and here I want you just to walk up here and hit tower. Because your team is already checking all the bushes. I don't know why you don't, like, what are you pinging here? I don't really get it.
I think the red is coming. That's why.
Yeah,
But
but
then
just
we.
hit tower then and be bait, you know, or something. You should get at least 1 plate here. You should get maybe, like, you probably don't get more than 2, but you get 1 plate at least here. Okay. I thought you took, why did you take cleanse this game?
I think because of the rel.
Why did we never cleanse the rel queue?
I mean, to be fair, I expected like, okay, I'm full HP, and I didn't see the Skarner yet, so I was like, okay, it's winning 100%. We have the fiddle thing, we have the Vel'Koz here, the Ezreal is a Giga behind, so I was like, okay, well, like he's not killing me like in any world. Yeah, maybe if I'm seeing the Skarner, I maybe cleanse it, but I was like, why should I? Because like he's not killing me, right? So maybe for a better situation to hold the cleanse, because we are 3 here, they are 2, they're behind.
Okay. It's reasonable. I just think when you play against Rel, you typically you want to go cleanse, and then you want to cleanse the Q so that you can like dodge the W, you know?
Yeah.
And if we don't cleanse and then we tank the W, it's like, okay, we kind of lost the purpose of taking cleanse.
True, yeah. I agree.
And I also think it's pretty safe to assume that Rel would never do this if Skarner wasn't here. Because you know that you guys hard win 2v2. So probably Rel knows it as well. The only thing that Rel doesn't know is that Fiddle is here, so it's not a Skarner gank, it's actually a 3v3 that they lose. Okay, it's beautiful. How come you don't hit tower here?
Yeah, I mean, like the same purpose. Like I think, I mean, yeah, Rela Smith, but I think because of the static.
No. No, I hope that's not why. Would you hit tower here if you didn't have static?
I hope so.
No. Never hit tower here.
Oh, because you mean of the slow pushback.
Well, yeah, but it's just it takes 10 years. Like hitting this plate now, killing this plate takes so long. And if you stay for this plate, you have to stay for one more wave.
Yeah, and we have no tempo, yeah.
And then you have no tempo, and then Ezreal's gonna be back, and he can start queuing you, and then you need to like recall in his face, and he starts canceling your. Everything is just messed up.
Yeah.
The rule I want to see, and it's beautiful, and I was hoping you were gonna say it, is like when you crash a wave and you need to base, and here you need to base, right? You're half HP. If you don't base, it's really bad for you. You always recall. Don't hit tower. Only hit tower if it's like you only need to do 1 or 2 auto attacks for the plate. Then you can hit tower. But if you need to like actually hit the tower to get the plate, don't hit tower.
Okay.
Because I've seen so many people throw away their leads when they're like fed like you are in this game because they start hitting tower, they stop thinking about like enemy tempo and needing to recall, and then suddenly the game just becomes fucked.
Okay.
Let's see here how you play this. So Rel showed on top side, right? Yeah, so you're 1v1. I want to see some aggression. Yeah! Alright, close. Okay, Ezreal's trolling. Hey, we cancel. No, nay, hey! Cancel
Two
Naro.
auto attacks.
Yeah.
We cancel 2.
It's all good, we got him. Nice. Good. You get him, you get the tower.
Yeah.
So here, for example, I mean, it's more fine that you greed because you don't have to base, you know? You're not, you're full HP, full mana, so it's not the end of the world if you stay or not. But the Skarner is going to stop you from pushing. Here, I want you to ward not like this. When this is all fine, good. Now, when you see the Skarner going here, don't put this ward. Put ward here in the pixel bush.
Yeah.
Because you want to see if Skarner's going to come back, right? And now this ward gives you nothing. So now you have to wait until Skarner shows. Because you even ping it, right? You're like, wait, he could be there. But we could have warded it 10 seconds ago. And then we would have all the info. And now again, it's like, we can't really walk up here because we're scared of Skarner. And then we have to be scared of Rel. But if we just had a ward here, everything is like so much easier to play. Okay, Fiddle's coming again. Nice, you got the tower. You got next wave. Good. You base. You open top because there's fighting. Then you go mid. Beautiful. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, mostly. Nice. Mid tower is gone. Walk up for next wave. Nice. Good. We look for a pick. Find the roll with W. Could have tried to ulti the rel, but I respect as well not doing it. We go back to mid. Get the wave. Nice. Well, now we try to ulti.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Don't look on that.
Aye!
And
Aye!
again.
That one was. I mean, the first. Come on. The first one, I understand that it's hard to hit, but when she fails, like, wow.
Yeah. I know.
But also, Ezreal is a bit the imposter here, I think. Like, he's full HP.
Nah.
Running out
Link
of it
support.
instead of blocking. That's crazy. What the Alex doing? It's still good. Set this behind you all of a sudden. The fuck? We go. How did this game? Oh, I can't wait to see the throw. Was it you who threw?
No. We didn't. I mean, throw like we make the game
If the
longer
game
than.
lasts 40
Jackspektra
minutes, there were a lot
2023
of throws.
Superstar LEC Superstar.
Okay,
Hello?
true.
Shine bright on
But
the
like,
EU
You,
I
you
sky.
probably
don't.
have like
I
a
don't.
10k gold lead right now, or 5k gold lead at least.
Kamaloho.
There must have been some throws going on here.
I mean, like, I fought once. I remember. I fought once, and that
Okay.
was my bad.
Let's see. Now we got the Swifties. Okay. You're getting midways high. This is good. Playing aggro on Destro. Nice. So far, so not much happening. The gameplay looks good so far. Here, you should be a bit more with your Velcos, I think, rather than thinking about going bot. Like, you can't really rotate bot alone, so it's better if
Yeah.
you're
It
thinking
was
about
just like the
getting...
Herald, and
Yeah.
was not sure because like Velkos fighted, and I wanted to help him, but otherwise also Phil goes down to Vlad with the Herald, so it was not like it was like
Mhm.
for me in my head 50-50, like what I'm doing, helping support or helping my jungler.
Yeah. But what I want you to get, like, a good habit to have is to look at your
Mhm.
wave here and to think about where enemy wave is. And you always
Mhm.
want to be in time for this wave. So now
Okay.
you've already, like, missed your timing to go bot. So I don't want
Okay.
you going
Mhm.
bot anymore. I want you to go for the next mid wave.
Okay.
So it's fine if you were, like, in between thinking about going to either bot or going to your
Mhm.
support. But once you see, okay, you look at the minimap right now, the wave is about to come. I need to start walking on mid wave now to get it high. And
Mhm.
then I can think about rotating back to bot. Because now you'll see, because you start walking bot, you're really late on this mid wave. And Ezreal gets to farm most of it. While if you guys could 2v2 as Vel'Koz Jhin, like enemy bot lane is 0-9 and they just took mid wave.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you should be fighting them with the Vel'Koz or forcing them out. Oh, good block on the cannon though.
Yeah. I want to tilt him.
Yeah, it's good, it's good. Stuff like that is broken. Okay, nice try on the W. Nice. We hit these. Yeah. It wasn't bad. Okay, we get the tower, we get the mid wave, we get the Raptors.
Again, this was my end, by the way. I think, oh?
This was your
Yeah.
int?
Yeah, this was my end. Because it was like my Pantheon is coming and I was like kiting towards, but like he was really fat, but like yeah, it's anyways my bet.
Holy fuck. I mean, I'm
Yeah, the
surprised at his
damage was
damage as
insane.
well.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
but I
here you have to
didn't
flash.
expect that. Yeah, true. Yes, 100%.
I
But
mean,
I
I
didn't
think,
expect to eat me like that.
yeah, I was surprised as well, to be honest. And I think also here your clicks can be a bit better because it's like you're a bit too hesitant. I think you can either commit to clicking this way or you commit to clicking this way, and it's both fine. But the problem is a bit that you're clicking first down here, and then you start clicking down here, and then you start clicking up, which allows him to get the ult. I mean, he actually doesn't get the E on you, but it allows him to run you down much easier.
I think I tried to play around the bushes better, but I think I didn't did it so well. Like out of his Q
Uh,
range, and then like auto attack go into the Q range. But like I think I
Actually,
didn't play it that well.
it's a good attempt, but it doesn't work because he also went into the bush, you
Yeah,
know?
true.
So,
He checked me. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I should definitely flash this. But like I think this was like the only big mistake I did in the game. Then I just like followed the team, but like don't have any idea like what I want to do.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm just following, right? I'm just clearing mid lane wave, and if Fiddle wants to fight, I'm fighting, and if not, I'm clearing wave for 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like
I don't like this ult.
yeah,
I
I
want
expected more to be.
Like, I want always to use Jhin ult more like as a finisher or when things are like already happening, you know?
I mean,
But
true,
if
yeah.
you're not sure if things are happening, we just hold ult. It's like, it's very rare that you see someone hold Jhin ult a little bit and it being like a huge mistake. Well, I see people so often use Jhin ult too early when it's
Think-
nothing, and then it's like, oh, they're all full HP. What do I do
Yeah,
now?
I use it kind of as engage from my team to get the confident to fight.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It shouldn't be like that. Yes. It shouldn't
Yeah.
be like that.
But it's also like, it's not a good spot for your team to fight. It's just like you got chunked. Like, is Fiddle gonna ulti right in front of them on vision?
No.
No, he's not, right? So it's like they can't actually engage here. Your Fiddle wants to fight in jungle, and I would say you also kind of want to fight in jungle, because that makes it way harder for them to dodge your ulti if they're in like chokes. Okay, you guys get to pick on Skarner, you get to pick on Blood. W. So here, for example, it's good to put traps. Like, I would want you to put traps here, so that if Seth tries to go, he gets mega slowed and he can't play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, you end up putting a trap there. But after you, like, I'd say, like, especially now when you have blue buff, a good habit to have on Jhin is you just put traps all around mid lane. So you'd put like a trap here, put a trap here, put a trap here, put a trap here, put it in the bushes. Because you can just spam them, and then whenever someone walks on it, you get a free W, maybe a 4-shot rapid fire type of vibe chunk, and it can be like huge. And it also gives you a lot of safety around mid lane to take waves, and people can't like flank you because you have traps all over. Like here, for example, right before basing, you can put down 2 traps. And you have blue buff, and you're gonna base anyway, so it's like you don't lose anything from it. This looks solid so far. I'm looking for the big int. I feel like I nearly don't believe you that you said this was the only big mistake you did, because I feel like something big is gonna happen. I think this looked worse, maybe. Let's see here.
I'm asked about this.
Yeah, but okay. I think you panicked too hard here a bit.
Yeah.
It's like Rel is doing a good play, flash ulting you, but Skarner doesn't actually reach you. But it's also like if we want to flash, we want to flash more up here and be where Vel'Koz is. Because now we're ending up in a really awkward position. But you don't take much damage because of Mountain Soul, so... Oh, the sidestep. Bro, the fact that you live this is illegal. How the fuck did this game not end with this Nash? Let's see. How did this Nash happen? Wait, who died? Oh,
Malta.
Why are you going bot here? Why are you scared of going mid here?
I mean, I'm supporting the Pantheon on bot side, and I also, I mean, okay, we see Skarner, Victor, and Vladimir, so yeah, just sad Rel could be mid lane, so yeah, true, I could just push mid.
I think here I would want you to just hit mid tower, and I want your, like, you can put some traps to one side, so that if Rel tries to flank you, she can't go on you. But you need to remember that, like, Rel has no flash, so she's not much of a threat, and you should try to make, like, how you should think is when someone gets caught on the map, that means that enemies like investing resources into that side. So if you can get something else, you should try to get it. And so the question would be, like, the ideal would be to get something bot lane, right? Because that's the furthest away from them. But we have Nash, and we need to play on waves. The only wave that we have that we can pressure with is this mid wave. So that's the wave we want to play on. So I would want you to hit mid wave here, and I want you to force people to come to mid, because that is also helping the Pantheon push bot freely.
Okay.
And maybe you get mid tower, maybe you don't, but that way you're at least pressuring. Because what you did now was nothing, you know? Like now, nobody pushed mid. Like you should also stay at mid and push next wave, so that you guys would have mid and bot wave, and you can pressure 2 lanes. We always want to play 2 lanes, not just one. Because if we play just 1 lane, then it's like, okay, they're all bot now. and we can't push. Can't do anything. And the game just slows down a lot. But if we are taking advantage of the fact that our team is caught to make more pressure happen, we will be able to keep kind of the snowballing rolling. Because now I think you're going to get a lot less out of this Nash than we would have liked because of this. Let's try. Now you can kill the rel, maybe. The W. No. Here, I think you can play a lot more aggressive on the Astral after you kill the rel. Like, I'd want you to, instead of force shotting the wave, just force shot the tower and look to start walking up on the Astral. Kind of bait him into fighting you. Because if he starts fighting you, you're just chunking down and then you ulti him and then you kill him. But I don't like that he kind of gets to take the wave like this. Like, he gets to Q the wave. I think if you force shot the tower and start walking up, he can't do that. Kind of similar to like the pressure you were applying earlier in the laning phase, that you're just walking up and starting to try to hit him. That makes it much harder for him. But you guys have Elder, no?
Yeah, and that's where also a little bit slept because like I work in Israel and then I just need to run to Elda because I should use my temper better and recall earlier to be on Elda on time. But like I'm ulting him and then I just run to Elda in that moment.
I think you shouldn't. Like, this is fine, but you should already, after this wave, I want you just to run to Elder now. I don't think you should walk on this Ezreal.
Yeah.
Because if Vladimir now is good and he starts to walk like here, you could
Yeah, I'm
easily
dead.
die here. And then this could be a 4v5 situation on the Elder. And so like now you're so slow on the Elder. But how does this game last 6 more minutes? You guys get the Elder. I need to see this. Okay, so you guys killed the Skarner.
A peak Emerald Elo. Or low diamond.
Yeah.
All of them were last season diamond, I think. Like still it's so I don't know.
It would be good here if you look to snipe the Rel, because all you need is a W and then she dies to the Elder. I would look at Rel position, think, okay, Set is dead for sure. Let's try to kill the Rel as well. And then here you could rapid fire cannon the tower, and I think it's not bad. Like, once you get your rapid fire, try to rapid fire the tower. Maybe the minion debuff is still there, that it's like squishier. Here I want you to hit the tower, not them. Just get the tower and then you can just dive them. Like, getting this damage on Vlad is not bad, but we should like just one-shot this tower, you know? We just need one auto like that.
Oh, perfect E. No, but like now I think it is like why you asked. It's like 5 more minutes is because I like that. That happened. Getting flashed on from I need to flash away from Vlad and from Rel. And
Your
then now
flash is good, but your clicks after I think are really bad. It's like think of it from Vlad POV, right? So he used ulti, flash, E, and he's about to use Q now, right? He's completely useless, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
So why would we click back now? Now it's when we want to go in, you know, and kill this Vladimir. We flashed his damage. We like the two parts of playing team fights well, in my opinion. It's like first you need to recognize the threats and play well around it. And then once those threats are gone, we play really aggressive. We play really fucking aggressive. I don't want to see this, you know, that we're just like ulting and just like I would want you to like fourth shot this Vladimir with rapid fire cannon right now, you know, walk up at him. And of course your team is also inting. Like your Malzahar is just split pushing, I don't know, everybody's just running it down. But
still the habit, right? Yeah.
We want to see you carrying these fights. And I think you can, because you have the mechanics to do so, and like you're good at playing around their threats, but I'm missing a little bit of that aggression. Okay, you guys get the Nash. Kill set. Garner dead. Rel dead. We end mid, no? The fact that we don't end here is pretty crazy. Kill the Vlad. We have a wave coming.
Think we end here, no? Oh, wait.
3 minutes left on the VOD, so I don't know. What you do?
Huh.
Okay, we should also use our E in these sorts of scenarios to clear the wave faster. Like, use your E on the wave here is good. I think you don't like Jhin E enough. It's a good spell. It's
Maybe,
crazy
yeah.
how bad people are playing this because they pulled the wave out so the towers are tanky, but you guys can still end even though they respawn. I cancel an auto there.
Oh yeah, I'm dying here.
Yeah, I mean, this is all fine, but the fact that we cancel the auto is actually really bad. Because we
Yeah,
don't get
my
the movement
fleet.
speed. We don't
Yeah,
get
we
the
got
crit
the
movement
fleet.
speed, and we don't get fleet. Because we could actually run away if we got that auto. But now we can't, and now we die. Let's see how we play the final fight, though. Another Elder, huh? Okay, Rel got caught and died. Okay. We should start maybe cleansing ignites more. Here, you, for example, imagine you died if you didn't... Like, it's super close, right? It's actually crazy his damage. I'm kind of mind blown, but if you cleanse the ignite, you take, like, what, 330 damage less? So here, for example, if you didn't have Mountain Soul, you would have died, but if you cleanse the ignite, you would never die. Like, I think how you have used cleanse in general this game has not been best.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe I should just take cleanse when I'm playing against Leona.
No, I mean, it's not that bad against Rel, but just like in general, when you have cleanse and you don't feel like you need it for any immediate CC right now, and someone ignites you, just cleanse the ignite. You know, it's good. You use your summoner to negate their summoner. It's not bad. It's not a bad trade at all. But yeah, overall, this game it felt like the biggest things was you can be a bit more vocal and a bit more communicative with your team and a bit more greedy to like punish enemy ADC. Like trying to set up dives, trying to make things happen. It felt like Ezreal was getting a bit free with things that he shouldn't be allowed to. I feel like you're very close to the cusp of being able to like fully stomp enemy bot because your movement in lane is really good. You're pressuring really well, but we got to be willing to involve our jungler a bit more. And also like when we crash a big wave, think a bit more if we even need to recall. If we're full HP and full mana and we're way stronger, I don't want to recall. I want to pressure. You know, I want to keep pressuring. And then in the mid game, I think we can work a bit more on like not panicking in team fights and just trying to keep that kind of aggression that we had in the laning phase a bit more in the team fights. And being really disciplined on mid waves, like looking at our minimap, like I said, looking for the mid waves, and then we should be being chilling.
Yeah, this like was the disaster game where I'm like, if I'm like that behind how I'm playing, because like I think at the end I did well, but like I think I didn't play that game good. I think we still won, but like I think like level 1 I would just wanted to trap with my pike, like I'm usually doing, but I didn't expect them to have the ward here, so
yeah.
Unlucky, I guess.
How you should do when you want to trap here is you wait until like 110 or 115, then you go trap, because that's when enemy mid laner can't be involved, you know. But if you like, because there's no reason to go early, because your goal is to trap them when they enter lane, right? But you are now trapping in the bush. I mean, maybe even earlier, like 125, I think is fine as well. Or maybe later. I mean, like if you go 125 in this bush now or 120, that's when like you want to fuck them on the way into lane. You don't expect to kill them before minions have even spawned. So it's just like higher risk, lower or the same reward by doing what you guys did. But the lane is still fine. Like you come back to lane without like you can still get push. Like it's a good hook, nice. Oh, but this is too passive. This is too passive. You have the right idea. Okay, so the idea of clicking here to like avoid minion aggro and all that stuff and like kind of keep max range is nice, but we cannot here not be able to auto attack more. We should just click straight forward because this is so winning. So winning.
Yeah.
You know? Like even when you didn't get a single more auto attack on, it was still really winning. And you should be able to get 2 more autos. You should get your 4th shot here. If you click just straight forward and are just saying, I'm going to run this Twitch down, it would be mega. And then here, I think something you can do here after you fuck this up a bit, and it's like, it's okay. It's just like, just keep the 4th shot for a while, you know? Like, don't be in a rush to 4th shot. Just start walking here, click here a bit. Once you need to last this minion, we 4th shot that. But you don't need to be in a, like, now for sure, you guys are going to get level 2 first, right? I don't like this queue.
Yeah.
Why would we queue here? We're going to get level 2 for sure first. Once we know we're going to get level 2 first, we don't use spells anymore on the wave. We just walk up and pressure them. Like, already what the Twitch is doing is bad. If Pyke now starts charging hook, which he's probably going to do, let's see it. No, he doesn't. He should. Because if he starts charging hook, Twitch has to click back, and then you guys can start fighting. But now, because what I don't want to do, like, this is a really, like, classic mistake, is to think that you should, like, hard push when you need to get level 2. But what you're doing by doing that is that, so we got level 2 first, right? But what is the advantage that we got?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? But if we instead recognize right after this chunk, okay, so first of all, we should have chunked them more, right? But we already went over that. But once we got this chunk, level 2 is ours. So I just slow push as slowly as possible. What does that do?
I mean, if we are just slow pushing as long as we can, it's just like getting more minions. Twitch don't get the gold, he can't last it. We have more pressure, he needs to play more from back. So in best case, I can even zone him from XP, make a big slow push and have a really, really good recall, and in best case, not losing any minion.
God damn, you're like the student's favorite, no, the teacher's favorite student or what? Yeah, exactly. Like, we build up a big wave, they have to respect, Twitch will have to lose minions. Maybe, as you said, you can even summon them from XP. There's so many good things that can happen. And the best part that I like about it is that there's a chance that they int. And the chance that they int is pretty damn high. Because what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you, right? Because you're going to build up a big wave. But while you're building up a big wave, a lot of your minions will die. And Twitch will watch those minions die, and his sanity will slowly crumble until eventually 1 minion too many dies, and he thinks, I want this one, I want this one. And he clicks forward, Pyke hooks, boom, GG. But if we just hard push this wave, we're just telling Twitch, like, okay, buddy, let's, you know, can you farm this under tower for me? Show me how you farm this under tower. And he doesn't have to be scared of anything. He doesn't have to be scared of Pyke, doesn't have to be scared of you, doesn't have to be scared of levels, nothing. He's just chilling under tower, waiting for the wave to come. And now the wave is in, like, a kind of weird position for Pyke here. So then it's like, okay, are we going to hard push this wave too? Are we going to let it push into us? It's like the whole lane has gotten a little bit more awkward. Oh, but this was really good by Pyke. Oh, but he shouldn't go for that. Oh, no, Pyke, no. And now you might be dead, actually. I'm a victim. No, you're not dead. Got flash and barrier. There's no way you die. Unless we don't use that. Yarvin, wake up, Yarvin! Wake up!
Yeah, he's not coming. He's not coming.
Oh, he's not waking up. He's stuck in the Matrix. Oh my god, Yarvin. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
Jungle
I was
map
sad
wins.
about that, but what you wanna do? It is what it is.
That is pretty fucking sad, yeah. I mean, yeah, so here... I mean, so this is like, it's not your fault directly, but it's kind of indirectly your fault because we made it so... Yeah, that the wave is here. We didn't get any big advantage. We didn't get the chunk from the first Pyke hook. Like, imagine if we got the chunk from the first Pyke hook and we got the 2 more autos off, then we could kill the Twitch right now with barrier, for example.
Just a question. With my Pyke, the only or like the way I want to play the wave is just have the wave neutral in the middle, right? Because otherwise he can't hook.
Neutral and slow pushing into them, like creating a big wave. Because when you create a big wave into them, like they can't walk up to last hit, at all, right? So if, for
Yeah.
example, when we were getting this level 2 first, if we created a big wave here, if we instead of slow pushing create a big wave, Pyke would just sit in this bush. If they try to walk up for CS, he starts charging hook
Yes.
and he hooks them. And then when we crash the big wave into tower, Pyke is not a poking champion, right? But if you have a big enough wave, what Pyke can do is like walk with the casters and start charging Q, and then the Twitch, if he gets hooked under tower, you guys get like 300 damage on him or something.
Okay.
But then when the wave is here now, what I would want you to do is just to push this. Like, not hard push it, but to push it kind of like relatively fast. So that you can get it back into tower, you can make another opportunity for Pyke to look for a hook, and just at least the fact that you keep push. Because what you don't want to do is let them slow push into you, because then they create a big wave, and then Pyke can never hook. Because then they can just play behind minions, and you guys can't all in them, because the caster minions do too much damage.
Okay.
Oh, did he even lose the... At least Jarvan got the blue buff, no? I hope.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't. He probably did.
But then I ended after the Twitch because he goes invincible and then I'm dead.
Yeah. Although you're not dead if you flash insta here.
Yes.
Like if you now flash, then Pyke
That's an
can
idea.
go, you W, and Twitch is the one inting, I think. Because Twitch is dead here, no? If you have W. I think Twitch is dead if you W. But here, what I would think, like, what is your thought process? I mean, this is like a tough situation, right? What do you think you should do here? Like with the wave and everything, and
it's hard because like a freeze is good, but I'm low HP. But also, I don't think I can push the wave fast enough, right? Even if I'm thinking in that moment that Twitch is recalled with the Nami, maybe if I'm thinking that. But like even like I can't push it, and I I don't know how to freeze the wave that I can recall and coming back, because like my problem is like I often try to like let the wave slow push towards me, and then I like fucking a little bit up, and then the wave is under my turret, and I'm like missing like 2, 3, 4 minions, right? So it's like I can't do it because I don't really know how to do it. But like it's hard because like you said, like if the Twitch is recalling, I can't push it fast enough, and I can't really freeze it because if the Twitch is coming back with item advantage, and I'm with 150 HP, right? So I can't do anything here. So it's hard. I don't know actually. What's the best thing to do?
What if I told you can freeze it, but you just don't do you just recall? Then you have your Pyke be the one to freeze it.
Ooh, we're trusting in the support. Okay, okay.
Well, the thing is, even if we were to go into practice tool now, the beautiful thing about a freeze, right? This is hypothetically how a freeze should be, is that if nobody touches it, the wave would forever stay here right now. So if you recall now and your Pyke does nothing,
4 minions. Yeah.
the wave will stay here, no?
Yes, yeah. With the four ranged, yes.
Yeah. So why do you need to stay for it to freeze?
Yeah, you're right. Yes, yes.
I mean, worst case, it pushes a bit too fast, and then Pyke has to hold it a bit. But ideally, if we ping him to do that, he will do it. And worst case, he doesn't do it, and we lose a few minions. But it's not the end of the world. But what should happen is that the wave just stays here, and you come back to the frozen wave. Now, the downside is if Twitch does this, he could try to crash the wave while you're recalling. So you ideally want to try to wait and see if they have like 100% recalled. So what I would want to do if I was you is I would just run back to my tower and start channeling recall. Maybe I cancel my recall once, or like cancel it halfway through. Not sure, like it would have to depend on like just how likely I think it is that they walk up. And then once I see that they're not staying and that they base as well, I'll just finish my base and then come back to either the frozen wave, or it'll be crashing into tower and I lost a few CS, or it'll be frozen and they lost a bit more than I lost. And that's how you get out of the situation. But you can never really stay, and you can never really push.
Yeah. I agree.
But here, for example, I want you to ping your Pyke to hold the wave.
Yes, yeah,
Like
actually,
ping
yeah.
assistance here and ping it like here. Because what he can do here if he's smart is he starts walking this way. And then if they try to cheese on him here, he just dashes this way.
Yeah.
So if you ping assistance in that direction, maybe he understands it, maybe not. But ideally he can freeze the wave and it would be really, really good for you. And now you come back to big slow push. I guess it's fine, but it feels kind of bad to not try to like poke them a bit under tower with the slow push. But you guys don't know Viego, so it is reasonable as well to walk into river.
But like to be fair, is or the question is like, am I allowed to do it? Because like I think yes, there is a big slow push wave, but also the Twitch is really scary with 3-0. So can't he just run me down in normal case?
In this wave?
I mean, if the wave is under the turret, because if we're trying to chunk them under the turret, he just can run me down, no?
Pike? No. You and Pike
Okay.
walk up, Pike charges hook, which still needs to respect. He's not that strong. If he gets Pike hooked, you guys always win the trade.
Okay.
Level 3 Twitch.
I mean, true, yeah. But like pickaxe and bow against dagger.
Yeah.
Dagger longsword is.
He does 20 more
I mean, yeah,
damage per
I guess.
auto than you, but your Pike does 100 more damage per auto than Nami does, so.
True. Okay. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Like when you have an engaged support like Pike, like for example, I mean, it's kind of Pike specific here because if you had Blitzcrank, I don't know if it would be good for Blitzcrank to hook, but Pike just does so much damage. At level 4 Pike, it's always going to be good for him to go in. But like now, for example, even now, Twitch can't actually run up and all in you because if he does and walks up now and gets Pike hooked, it's not good for him. He loses the trade hard. It's still always going to be bad for Twitch to get hooked. But once the wave is here and he can start to play behind minions and then look to chunk you, it's a bit easier for him to play, yeah. But when he has no minions to hide behind, Pike is really, really scary for him. But the only thing that I would worry about there when it comes to the big slow push and poking them under tower is Viego. If you think Viego can be bot, I'm fine with you not pressuring. But even if you're like behind in a game like this, when you have a big wave like that, it's so good to fight because it's so high reward, low risk. If you die here, they get a kill. That's it. If they die here, he loses 15 minions.
Yeah, okay, true. Yep.
It's so bad for him if he dies here. It's just like, this is the way that you come back in a game like this, is trying to catch him when he's cocky, trying to get this wave. Like if Pike now was dashing forward and hooking him into this wave, oh my god. You got yourself a free kill here. And this is a shutdown, he loses so many minions. You're actually the one ahead if he dies right now and loses this wave. But it's all good, we play safe at least. But my kind of mindset when I end up in these kinds of games is to just try to lose as gracefully as possible and to be like as light as a feather. That I want to not be the reason my team loses the game, you know? Like if I can't do anything, I can't do anything. I'm not gonna try to do a hero play just for the sake of a hero play. But if enemy ints it like this, you know, I'm gonna capitalize on it at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I don't see the enemy inting, I'm not gonna just like try to fight the Twitch over and over again. Okay, this is good, but the Drake start is completely illegal, and you should cancel your Jarvan and tell him no. Tell him no, no, no.
Yeah,
Your support has to base. Enemy mid has first move. You have 1.5k gold. And you're also hovering completely the wrong side. You should know that this is your safe side. Enemy mid has first move, so you should never walk into mid.
I think I even pinged that the Twitch and the Nami are alive again. But like the question is like, am I just like leave him in there and be like, yeah, okay, F off,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
okay. Because like I hear sometimes just people like be like, okay, I mean like even if your team is doing like the wrong thing, just like try to help them because like you can make the scenario not that worse.
Okay, but then you need to understand that when they say that, they're talking about your team. This is not your team doing one thing. This is one guy doing one thing. Only your
Okay.
jungler is doing this. Your top laner is playing his lane 1v1. Your smolder doesn't want to move. Your pike wants to base.
Mhm.
If everyone on your team was going to Drake right now, I'd say, okay, you know, it's a different
Okay.
situation. Ping them back anyways. But if everybody's doing it, your Gwen is fucking TPing for this fucking Drake. Okay, guys, let's fight this Drake. Let's see what we can do. You know?
Okay.
It might be
Mhm.
dog shit, but if 4 people are gonna do it, might as well make it 5. But
Mhm.
if we're gonna have one person doing something dog shit, we don't want 2 people to join in on the dog shit, or 1 person to join in on the dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, we just let that guy int. Let the Iceman int. We already saw that he was like, but also it's something I think about a bit. It's a good like. You remember the Jarvan did?
Yeah.
Let's find it. He did this. We're gonna listen
Yeah,
to the guy that
true.
did
Yes,
this.
yes. Okay, true. Yeah.
This
Okay.
motherfucker did this to us this game, and we're gonna listen to him after he got 50 pings from the pike telling him exactly what to do.
Okay, true. Yes.
Like, now, if the Jarvan wants to do anything, I'm gonna be like more skeptical. I'm gonna think to myself that okay, that guy did that in the early game, so maybe
Okay.
what he wants to do is gonna be pretty bad actually. Oh, he wants to gank bot? No, gank bot, please. I don't want it anymore.
True.
So, but for me, just if you think it's bad, I'm in general not the biggest fan of the follow your team even if it's bad thing. But in certain cases, you kind of do have to do it because at least you can like salvage it somewhat. But if it's just like this happens so many games, your jungler has walnut size IQ and he thinks to himself, "Wow, we killed enemy bot. Now dragon is ours." But that's not how the game works because if you spend time to kill enemy bot, you don't have time to do dragon as well. You already used up that time to do the gank.
Yeah.
You can't do
Mhm.
both, right? And you know that as an ADC because you know that if you want to match, like even if you don't die here, this is super bad for you because this is the timer that you need to recall to be on the same time as enemy bot lane so that you can play your lane, right? And you know that this is bad, so just ping him back and do what is best for your game. Don't let one
Okay.
guy ruin your game. Hey, Pike. You see how? Like, who cares if this Twitch is strong? He gets hit by one Pike hook, he has to flash.
Mm.
Pike, baby. Now you get 6, and now you guys fight. Or maybe not. They go roaming. But now the Pike has flash, I believe, so now you guys should just kill them. If they are here. Okay, there you guys base, that's fine. Come back. Push. Twitch back to bot, clear their vision. I mean, I think you're way stronger now, so you should look to fight. Because now, like, I would want you to walk up on this wave. Yes.
But he has bark, no? That
Yes,
I'm
but
just
you're not
I'm just
thinking about the
stating what I'm
game.
thinking.
Yes, I
Mhm.
know. But you're thinking 1v1. But did you see what your Pike just did?
Yeah, he
1
needs
minute
to
ago.
flash play
He
on
just
one
got
one.
his flash 1v1. He didn't need your help to get Twitch flash here.
Mm.
You did nothing, and we got Twitch flash.
True. Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if he gets Twitch flash alone, and now your Pike is level 7, he's higher level than you, buddy. He's the carry
Yeah,
right now.
true.
So if your Pike now hits a hook on the Twitch, into stun, into your W, into auto Q from you, into Pike ult, it's a one-shot.
Yeah, okay, true, yeah. I agree.
So when this wave is crashing, I think Pike can look for, like, after you get this pink, here, for example, now, I think Pike can start to walk here and look for a hook onto Twitch, and this can be a short chunk where you could just do a hook onto Twitch into a W from you.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you don't have to be scared. Because Twitch cannot walk up anymore. Like, Twitch without flash, I'm pretty sure Pike has... Okay, Pike doesn't actually have flash. If Pike has flash, it's even easier. But Twitch without flash still, he has to be really scared of Pikey. Because it's hard to dodge Pikey with no mobility spells and no flash. Now enemy mid has move, so you have to be a bit more respectful. But she shows on the pink. This is a good state to keep the wave. And you see enemy jungle. Now if you get a W, nice try. Okay, you just one-shot the wave. Yeah, you see Twitch moving to mid, so you hard push bot, good. You ping your mid laner, right? Yeah, you run out of pings and he still dies, classic. That's why Twitch is viable, bro. Maybe if you could ping forever, people wouldn't die to his
Yeah,
ganks.
I was thinking always the same. Like, why is Riot do that to me?
Like here, for example, if Pyke hits this hook, I'm pretty sure Twitch is just dead. But you're also way too like scared again. Like why scared?
Mm.
Why click here? If Pyke hits this hook, I want you to be here right now.
Yeah.
And kill this Twitch if Pyke hits this hook. You're thinking too much about Twitch item, Twitch strong.
Yeah,
And
true. Yes, exactly.
and if you have a Nautilus or Leona here, it's the same thing kinda. If they are this, like if it's a level 8 Lotus or Leona, they can nearly solo kill the Twitch with Ignite and all their spells.
Mm.
Okay, we ulti, good. It's a bit late, this one ult. Also, I hope you saw the Twitch. The Twitch is about to go. Oh wait, he doesn't go on you. I thought he would go on you. I guess it would be bad if he went on you. Okay. Get the wave. Gwen goes way too deep. Gwen is dead. Twitch goes ratata. We base. Bot. Nice. Hey! We need the local gold from tower. Tower. A lot of local gold, not that much gold in general. You just missed out on a kill. Not getting this local gold.
But like to be fair, I didn't know where Twitch was, and the moment as a Twitch mid, I was like, okay, I can take turret. Because I think, like you said, okay, maybe in 2v2, they can't kill me. Or me and
Yeah,
Pyke.
but I
But like
think
in
you can
1v1,
roll this way. Because, like, you should know Twitch tempo a bit better than this. Like, Twitch just came on mid, right? Like, so you know now. Twitch is basing now, right? That means if he's coming to bot lane right now, he's, like, right here. So you can start rotating this way for sure. You don't need to go this safe way. And it's also, what you can also think is, like, they're fighting on mid. So if I can make Twitch come on me bot and then run away, which I think you can with Swifty boots and static, that's also kind of good for the game.
okay.
That my team can be mid uninterrupted. Like soaking pressure is a real thing that you can do. Okay, you go mid here. Mid waves. I mean, it's really annoying to play when Twitch is fed.
Yes,
You have to respect every single mid wave. It's so
Yeah.
obnoxious, and you need your support to kind of hold your hand.
Duh.
Okay, this looks really trash. Your team should probably just run away. I think you gave your team fake confidence here, but okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, you killed them all. What the fuck? How did they all die? Is Gwen just OP or what? Was this actually just Gwen?
Yeah. Gwen is OP.
I mean,
For
Gwen
sure.
is OP, but what the fuck? They all just died.
But like, also to be fair, the J4 ulted them like in one, and the Gwen with 1Q and ultimate hit like 2 or 3 people. So I guess it's kinda our
Insane.
insane Plat Smurf J4.
Yeah, I thought your ulti was bad because they should just run away, but I guess I don't know Gwen champ well enough. One-shot them all.
No, trust, it's the J4. The not ganking one.
Okay, it's the J4 carry.
Nah, just kidding. But like, yeah, but like this game is like, I'm just trying to, like you said, like don't be the reason to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I know how to chain, because like I've also sometimes, like, I'm playing my bot lane good, CS lead 10-15 CS, and then my enemy ADC roaming random mid, getting like triple kill, and then I need to play completely different and don't know how to snowball, because I can't snowball anymore because he got surprisingly a triple kill, and then I also need to adapt, but I don't know how to like change it again, right? To favor for me to get
Mm-hmm.
like even more gold, because like even he get the triple kill, I have like a little bit more XP and a little bit more gold, not more gold than him, but like 15 CS, right? But
Mm-hmm.
like, how do I like on to be clear, like how am I fucking up someone who is just playing for kills? Like, how can I like even get more gold than them? Because like I can't 24/7 just take mid lane and jungle camps. I mean I can, but I'm not helping my team if I'm doing that.
I
Because
mean,
like in this scenario, he's like 9 and 2, sorry, and I'm like 2-2, but like I have like 30 CS more, like so.
yeah. So, I mean, this game he got a lot of kills, so it's going to be hard for you to get ahead of him. And he didn't get all those kills through mid, right? He got a lot of them bot as well.
Mm.
When your ADC randomly roams and gets kills, it's important to remember that one, you can do it as well. You know, like if you are good, you should sometimes open up. Like if a wave is slow pushing into you on bot, like you just recalled and crashed a cannon wave, and then the wave is slow pushing back into you. You should open like this on the map and see if there's a kill happening on bot or happening on mid.
Okay.
And
Okay.
also when
Okay.
the wave is in the middle on bot, like it's not pushing to either side. If you think that a fight can happen around mid, you can do the same, that you open towards mid and see if a fight happens. This is like the
Okay.
easiest way to like involve yourself more in the game to get more resources and kills. And then if the enemy ADC comes back to lane with a few kills, I think something I've noticed from this game is it looks like you're kind of overestimating their strength a lot, and it's making you miss certain things. Like, for example, it doesn't matter how fed enemy ADC is. If they use their, let's say, for example, hypothetically, you play against an ADC that has cleanse and you have Leona. If they use their cleanse to get their 3 kills on mid, you can still win the 2v2 really easily, even though he has an item lead on you. Because your Leona can literally CC chain him for 4 seconds and he can't do a single auto attack. That one is really like obvious and simple, but for example, this game, I think you missed a lot of opportunities where you were too scared because you know that the Pyke is a bit stronger than you, but you're not thinking about like how your champions interact with each other. Like how if Pyke like how Pyke champion works and how much damage Pyke does. And I think if you think about like if you play with a Nautilus or you play with Leona or you play with Rel, who can like all CC chain really hard, that these can be like comeback mechanics for you to come back in the game when they are trolling and you, for example, have a big slow push built up. Even if they're a bit stronger than you, minions are OP. They can't fight you in minions. And also doing this without E, this jungle camp, criminal. Criminal. This is criminal behavior right here. You lose half your HP for this raptor. And let's see how many minions, mid-minions you lose. You lost 2. You lost 2. Pretty mid. Pretty mid. Yeah, also start leveling your E on Jhin. We gotta start leveling the E on Jhin.
Okay.
For jungle camps, for vision on as wards, using it around mid lane. To set up for our W, using it in lane bushes. So much good stuff we can get out of it. But for me, the biggest thing this game about like how you played from behind, in my opinion, was one, you like followed the Jarvan even when you knew it was bad, and that you're like over. Oh my god, Jarvan! Like this was the guy you followed. You followed this guy. He just lost Herald to a Lux Q. But I think yeah, following Jarvan and also just like over respecting Twitch. Like what I want you to think about is like there are certain things in League that are nearly always bad, no matter how fed you are. Like getting CC'd as an ADC, if people can follow on the CC, is nearly always bad, even if you are insanely fed. Because as an ADC, when you are insanely fed, it doesn't matter because you're not tankier, usually. You just do more damage, but you still die just as fast. For example, this Twitch, if he has a recurve bow and a pickaxe, who the fuck cares? Pyke still kills him in the same amount of time. And Pyke kills people pretty fast. And it's the same thing, kind of to an extent, when it comes to like waves. Like if you have a big wave built up, even if they're a bit stronger, minions do so much damage anyways that it's going to be really hard to counteract that unless they're playing like Draven, who's like so broken with the autos that he can actually tank minion waves and still win sometimes. I think here you could have killed the Twitch.
You think?
Like I think you can play more aggressive at least, because you can click like here to click away from the Shan, and you have barrier, and then you can at least like pump all your damage, auto Q, and get a 4-shot going, I think. Or get a rapid fire auto. Because if he doesn't have barrier, or if he doesn't barrier your auto, and he takes 200 more damage, he dies to the Pyke ult. It's for sure good to look for. It's also like the worst case happens is that you need to flash out, which I don't think is that bad of a scenario. When the best case scenario is that you kill Twitch, which is pretty damn good. Now we're gonna have to use our flash anyways, and we die anyways.
True. But I didn't see the Viego. I mean, maybe I saw it, but I didn't watch on the map.
We did see him, you right now. But I mean, here you should just base. Like you lost your, you had your window to go on the
Twitch.
to go on the Twitch, right? And we lost that window. Now we base, and then we look to contest the Nash from base. But your team is trolling hard here because I'm pretty sure they haven't even started the Nash, or like they've barely started the Nash, and your team is going way too fast. This is a classic mistake people make. That enemy team starts Nash, and instead of waiting for the Nash to be like 5k and have done a lot of damage to enemy team, they just go when it's like 10,000. It's so cringe. Okay, Yarvin Pike making a montage. The big ass shield. Oi. This is pretty random. Although it ends up working out.
But yeah, we're just putting because of the Gwen is better.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
but it's like, it's kind of random to me. Like, we know that Twitch is probably still here. We know that Nami's been perma healing him up, juicing him up.
yeah. We shouldn't set
So,
up.
and we can go to Drake. Gwen is already getting the midwave. Why don't we just go to Drake and kill it? And if they want to face check into us, then we're happy with that.
Yeah.
We don't want to walk into them like this. Holy shit, this Gwen champ, man. That's actually unreal.
It's actually insane, by the way.
Kind of mind blown. Maybe I need to play some Gwen.
But only in jungle.
But I saw a guy that said Gwen, there was a Gwen one trick, and he said Gwen top is the worst role for Gwen.
Yeah. I hear the same. I hear
You
the
saw
same.
the, and the Gwen bot is apparently better than Gwen top, he said.
So
I
my
don't
next
know.
coaching session is with Gwen ADC.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe in high load it might be harder, but I don't know. But I do agree that ADC brains do explode when Gwen presses W. They don't know what to do.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Way too many
I
people
am,
try
I
to
am that
click
guy.
into Gwen W instead of
I
just
am that
waiting
guy.
it out.
I am that guy. I can blame you. Or other people. I am that guy.
Oh, your Jarvan is so painfully loyal. What you're doing here is good. It's good that you're pushing out bot. And that your Jarvan is like flaming you is so bad. Although, it's good that you're pushing out bot, but you should go to Nash eventually, you know? Like, we don't do all the jungle camps and take a whole tour of Summoner's Rift. We can go to Nash.
Okay.
Yeah, now we shouldn't fight. We don't have Gwen. It's good that you recognize, like, we don't have our strongest member, we don't fight.
That's why I ping Gwen.
Important instinct that a lot of people don't have.
Like this is like the I think the problem is like you mentioned it, that I'm playing way too safe, but like my problem is like I'm fighting with myself with a lot of deaths sometimes in some random games that I autopilot, and if I'm really thinking about playing not to dying, I'm playing over safe, so I'm not finding this right angle, the middle, right, if you know what I mean. So this where I'm playing aggressive and abuse like the moment, like I have the slow push or I have like the better support that I can fight 2v2, but like I'm like, yeah, but like if I'm fuck up right now, it's like not really good for me. So
And I
I'm
think
like, yeah.
a lot of it is about knowledge. Like, when you know what the right thing to do is, it's not really about playing aggressive or passive. It's about, like, knowing what the correct thing to do is, right? Like, now you hopefully know more about why slow pushing is so good and why you'll try to look for it more now when you get level 2, and you'll be more, like, on the lookout for that. So when it happens, and then now you'll look for it, and then you'll do it, and then you'll get good results from it, and then it'll become more of a habit and something you do every game. And we want to approach all of the things that we want to learn and all the aggression that we want to do this way. It's like it's easy to think, oh, we just need to play more aggressive. We just need to go in, bruh. But it's always like a lot of things that are behind it, right? That you know why you're winning, you know why you're stronger. And all of those things are things that are learned and practiced. And then once they're practiced, they're just like, you just do it on autopilot. They're just good things. I think right now your autopilot is pretty passive because maybe because you have this back, like in the back of your mind, just I don't want to int, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Which is fine to have somewhat, because it is usually bad to die, but we need to like first like prioritize having these like fundamentals of when it's good to play aggressive and when it's good to play click forward and when we're stronger, you know? Like in this case, for example, when your Gwen is with you, I want you to have like a lot of confidence when your Gwen and Pyke are with you, because those are like the strong champions in this game. And then when you're alone like this, I want you to be more scared and maybe thinking about like getting cheesed by the Twitch because nobody can follow you and you know you can die. And the same thing applies for the laning phase. Like playing around minions, if they have a huge minion wave, you play really scared. If you have a huge minion wave, you play really aggro. You know, it's not that complicated. It's just like kind of following the own baselines that you set. But I don't think you have a huge like aggression issue from your gameplay. I think just like we need to work a bit on the laning phase, a bit. I mean, yeah, a bit more aggressive I'd like to see. But a lot of that is just like focusing more on the slow pushing, pinging a bit more, being a bit more like vocal in what you want to do with yourself, maybe that you're thinking to yourself like, okay, I really want to punish this. I have a big wave here. If Twitch dies here, it's huge for the game. So I really want to try to punish this. And then when it comes to team fighting, it's also just about kind of like thinking about setting up your team to do the most damage possible. Like just the age-old rule of like, you know, do most damage, don't die type of vibe to it. And if you think that it's scary, then that's fine. Then you can reassess it later. Like you rewatch the team fight and you think to yourself, maybe I could have done more autos here. Or maybe not. Maybe I played well and I had to respect here. That's fine too. Sometimes you can't do as much damage as you'd like and you can't play as aggressive as you'd like. Here a good thing to do would be to trap the bush, both so you spot the Viego and you slow him down. So you would like trap here right now. I think another thing that we need to work on in Jhin is just the trapping. I think you underrate the spell also because you don't really know how to use it. Shit, the healing is crazy. Okay, Pyke! 3-man bubble. GG. But yeah, I mean, I think the way you played this game was not too bad from behind. I've seen a lot of people that just int when they fall behind. I can tell why you have like a 70% win rate on Jhin, even though you go the cuck build, as I like to call it. And I think with Dark Harvest, brother, we're getting that shit to 75%. We're gonna win every game. Because I think that builds way stronger.
You go Yumos, right? You go.
I'm not sure about Humus or Hubris. I think in your elo, maybe Hubris, to be honest, because people fight so much and you get so much kills and assists, and you get so many stacks on it. And it's also so fun to double stack with Dark Harvest and Hubris.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of good things. I think using your traps more as wards, warding more in general for yourself, and pinging your teammates a little bit more what you want them to do, and trying to get into that real groove of laning phase where you make sure you have level 2 first. Once you have level 2 first, don't push, absolutely don't push. If you find yourself that you're crashing the second wave, then you probably did something wrong. That means you pushed too fast. We want to crash the third or fourth wave, ideally.
Okay.
If we can do that, we're getting a pretty big laning advantage usually, just from the first few waves. And then we keep the same process going for like wave 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, where we're just building up a big wave, slow pushing, and then fucking them up. And then for team fights, yeah, I think we can play a bit more aggressive. I think your mechanics are pretty decent, but you're lacking something, maybe like a little bit of that killer instinct to go forward and try to like make a montage happen in a way where I think you can be willing to try to get a few more autos in. I think your ultis are good. I think your Ws are good. I think the only part of your Jhin that I would work on is just your traps. Get used to like trapping around mid lane. Skill trap at level 3 and level 4, and use it as wards. But don't spam it, of course. You don't want to go and you also use it to clear camps, use it to clear waves if you need to, all that jazz.
Okay.
But yeah, do you have any questions?
Let me think. Just Just one, because like I mentioned it earlier in the first game where I like we won the lane and it went pretty good. But like, what do I do in this sort of games? Am I just like autopilot and following the team, or am I just like like how can I carry the game and be like the guy who is deciding for the macro? Because I think like that, like you said, the game should end way faster, and I think this is one big problem that I don't know how to end the game properly. Because like I have a lot of times like we catch one, we start Baron, and then like we get chunked down, they engage us 4v5, still like kill 3 people or get stolen, and we throw the game again. And then it's like just like I don't know how to proper end the game with like that it works like every time, right? It's not like not every game is the same, right? But like that you have the theory like okay, like it's like simple and yeah.
The easiest thing I can tell you is you want to play really aggressive in this area of the map. And try
Okay.
to punish enemy ADC or enemy support or enemy jungler. Whoever is here, this is the area you want to punish it. And
Okay.
you want to play really cocky, really ego, walk up with rapid fire, 4th shot, try to get Ws, try to start fights in this area. If you can start it in mid lane, this is where you're golden. This is where you can really leverage your advantage. You're perma pushing in waves, and then when enemy ADC is trying to take the wave, you will start to fight him and try to make some action happen around mid. And
Okay,
if
so we're forcing fights.
yeah, trying to force fights around mid lane. And if he's playing really safe, then you don't want to overforce. Then you just want to leverage your advantage to try to get jungle camps, choke enemy out, hover to side so they can start to fight or get deeper push. And then ideally you're just kind of pushing them in everywhere and slowly like whittling them down that way. But this game,
Okay.
I didn't see that big of a problem from you. I think there was one time here where we moved a bit too far and you didn't fight with your Vel'Koz and you kind of let them have the wave. And there were probably a few times where you like could have played a bit more aggressive on mid to try to like run them
Definitely.
down. Which,
Definitely.
and I think the mindset you should have in this sort of game where you're way stronger than enemy ADC is you just don't want to let him farm minions. You don't want to let him get to mid wave, and you want to like try to punish him, but you also need to balance that out with understanding like can side lanes move, where can their jungler be, all that stuff, right? There has to be some map awareness and some awareness in general and some brain behind it, but that's the easiest way that I can think of to snowball the game faster through bot or through
Okay.
ADC.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck in your climb. And
Thank you.
I will see you around, man.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a
Ciao.
nice rain, bro. It was fun. Okay.